I'm going to talk to you about Taoism. It's a very strange book. It is a commentary on 64 symbols, which are made up of broken and unbroken lines. The unbroken line like this, and the broken line like this. And this unbroken line is called Yang. Yang. And the broken line is called Yin. And this is ostensibly a method of decision making. When you flip a coin to make a decision, you've only got two choices. It's either heads or tails. But imagine having a 64-sided coin to flip to help you make decisions. It's rather an interesting idea because when we do make decisions, we are always eventually reduced to flipping a coin. However well you think it through, you don't have time enough to think it all the way through. You know that there are always possibilities that you didn't take into consideration or couldn't take into consideration. And although you plan and wonder and work out the data, it eventually comes down to the point where you flip a coin because you've got to make up your mind. But in some respects, you see a 64-sided coin would be more suggestive, shall we say, than a two-sided coin. Well, anyway, these hexagrams, as they're called in the I Ching, are made up of fundamentally two symbols: Yang, the positive, and Yin, the negative. And the words Yang and Yin seem to refer originally to the south and north sides of a mountain. The south side is the sunny side, the north side the shady side. And note that you cannot possibly have a one-sided mountain. Therefore, it's always understood that the Yang and the Yin are the explicit differences of an implicit unity. Yang is called male, Yin is called female. And so they constitute a unity. Behind this unity is something represented by an empty circle, which is called Tai Chi, the great ultimate. The word Chi refers to the ridgepole of a roof, on which, of course, the two sides of the roof depend. There lies this recognition of the polarity of the universe, that the opposites go together. When all the world understands beauty to be beautiful, there is already ugliness. When all the world understands goodness to be good, there is already evil. For to be and not to be arise mutually. Tao is usually translated neither one is before or after the other, but I would prefer to call it come into being together. The course of nature. And De means virtue, but in the sense that we use the word virtue when we say the healing virtue of a plant. It has a magical connotation, or a connotation of power and peculiar skill. Of Tao De, and it was written by Lao Tzu, which means the old boy. The legend, of course, is he became an old man and sick of the intrigue of court life, decided to vanish into the mountains. But he was detained at the city gate by the captain of the guard, who said, "Sir, we cannot lose you without your leaving behind some record of your wisdom." And so he prevailed upon him to sit in his gatehouse and write down this book, which is a very short, laconical book, and it is divided into two main sections, one about